Good morning, Academy55 premium members who are watching this live, and good morning, everybody else who will be watching the recording. It is Tuesday, the 26th of March. It's now 5 to 8 in the morning here in the UK. Going to be doing another live trading session using our incredible Academy55 indicators on the EUR USD on the 1 minute time frame. So we're going to do a little bit of housekeeping before we do anything else, and that means going on to my MT4, making sure I've got my trade assistant ready, all up and ready on the 1 minute time frame on the EUR USD. Making sure all these are in purple, the risk to reward, the lot calc is in purple, that box there is in purple, so you can close any trade if you want to. And so we got that. We'll zoom down there. Apologies to anybody who thinks I'm Barry White. If you're of a certain age, that's the only good thing about having a cold, is sound a bit like Barry White. No, I've got a little bit of chesty irritation, as opposed to the fact I was in London all weekend, just flew back, and the souvenir I got from London was this. So apologies. Sorry, if I burst out into a coughing fit, I'll try and mute myself very, very quickly, so you'll know why. But let's have a look. Don't worry about that. Let's have a look what's going on. So if 20 past 7 this morning, if you're around about, you can take a nice sell using our indicator, got a 2 to 1. But at the moment, we are a heavy buy bias for the last 3 or 4 hours. This is buy bias because we're above the purple line. These are lines of interest I've drawn for myself, support and resistance lines on the 4-hour time frame. So I know when price gets to there, they either bounce or break. Then I can go and determine a bit more about it. But that's all they are, really. My main, well, the main thing is these indicators that are telling me buy or sell. If you want to learn more to how to do that, it is in the back office. But right now we are, looks like we're continuing that sell bias. The next alert I get that I can act on would be a buy alert, which may or may not happen during the 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock session that I'm doing. Nice to see so many people on this morning. So thanks very much for being here with us, all those watching live. Of course, now we're waiting till the 8 o'clock candle before I can react on anything at all. But we've only got 2 minutes to go. But it looks like we're heading, at the moment, it looks like we're heading down possibly to this imbalance area that I drew up earlier on. Incidentally, bringing up about illnesses and stuff like that, when you're ill, it's not the best time for you to trade because you're not 100% focused, aware. So it's not the best time to trade when you're like in this sort of situation. And also, if you've had lack of sleep for whatever reason, because subconsciously you want to let the trade go as quick as possible so you can get back to bed or whatever, you know, and so subconsciously you might look at the charts differently, as they should rush rush it and maybe miss one or two of our signals. Red for a sell, green for a buy. You might get red, sell. Oh, that's good enough. Come on, let's get this over and done with. That's what your subconscious might be saying, which, as we know, is wrong. You have to follow the rules. So if you feel tired at all, please just don't fall into that trap. Don't bother trading. I mean, it's going to be plenty of other opportunities when you're fit and well. These sound like little things, but it is a thing. I have known people in the past to be like that, really lackadaisical in their approach, and they, at the end of the day, they pay the price. But at the moment, we are looking at a deeper sell, which is unfortunate because I can't react off that, because the only thing I can react off at the moment, me personally, is a buy alert. But that was a good one. If anybody taken that one, so I hope somebody has. And if you had, and you're on this with us now, you've got your 2%. Please walk away. No more trading for you today. And this is just an educational, like it should be for everybody, just an educational time to watch what's happening, no actual trading. So here we are. I just muted myself for a little cough there. So my mute button's going to be fairly worn out by the end of this, I think. Unfortunately, my dear wife has got it as well. Of course, I get the blame for that. She called it off me. But I should have been a rugby player because I get the blame for most things anyway. So it's water on a duck's back for me, really. Anybody who's been married for a long time could possibly empathise with that. Perhaps I shouldn't be saying this in this piece of the world. I'm sorry. I do apologise. Right. So, as you notice, we're at this what we call a POI, point of interest. That's all it is. But we've gone through that. And now maybe we are going for a bit of a, this has been on a buy bias for a long time. It changed around here, obviously. And so that sell trade there would have been a what we call a retracement trade going down to the pink line, the EMA, and but you got your 2% profit was in the way of that, so that's good. And now are they changing tack and going for a deeper sell bias, or is price going to stay in this area here? If you notice, the one really big thing we got to stay away from is consolidation. Like, let's get the right box. This area here is consolidation. So you want to wait. If you're in a trade, either a buy or a sell, you don't want to be taking a buy or sell if you're in consolidation. obviously the longer consolidation, the bigger deal it is. But so you want to wait till price breaks out of this area before you take the trade, because otherwise you could just get caught in this box, and then they make up their mind what they're going to do, whether it's going to be a buy or a sell, and then act accordingly. And you don't want them to you don't want them to make the decision for you. You want to make the decision for yourself, whether you think it's going to be a deeper sell or a deeper buy. But overall, the alert system is pretty good. It's an algorithm, say how much volume there is one way or the other, and how much likelihood there is one way or the other. But things change quite quickly, especially between 8 and 9, when they are London's making its decision where it wants to take price for the rest of the day. But bear these things in mind. So with that, let's go and have a look at a slightly bigger picture, going on to the 15-minute time frame, and have a look at a little bit of a bigger picture. If you notice, we are going on a slightly bias, a buy trend, going up and up and up, higher highs, higher highs, higher highs. So the last lower low was there on the 15-minute, and that's where we are at the moment. If it breaks that, then we may indeed be having a bit of a sell. This is what we call breaker structure. But there's a buy order there. So if it breaks that and goes down below that, then deeper sells probably will be. And bearing in mind we have this buy FEG, fair value gap, so they might be wiping that out. That's a possibility. They're all possibilities, nothing concrete. Let's go on to the hourly. Again, we've still got this buy bias, higher highs being created. So we've got a little bit of a mixed signal, and we've got fair value gap up here. This is what we call this is a, won't get into that. We're not even anywhere near there yet, so that's fine. It's going to lead you into something else then, which is not necessary at all, because the only thing that's necessary is you green for a buy, red for a sell. So we are hugging the purple line. No surprises there. The price loves this purple line, the EMA 462. That's what we found back testing this strategy. By the way, as far as strategies are concerned, most strategies are really good. The easier you can make a strategy, the easier it is for you not to change it. The more difficult a strategy is, the easier it is for you to change one of the little component parts for yourself, and that is completely wrong, because you are changing the strategy. You probably haven't back tested it to see if it's any good. It's just your own thought process. This strategy here took a lot of back testing and thought process into this to make sure it was one of the easiest ones and one of the most consistent ones. So if you change any of these parts, you can't expect the same results. It's simple as. If you change any of the parts and do like 6 months back testing, what we did, and you find out it's better, please let us know, and I'd love to have a look at it. But unless you have done that, please do not change anything. Most strategies are really good. The one variable that is changeable is you. As a person, changing your own mind about the strategy. And you may decide, I don't want to go for 2-1. I'll go for 3 or 4-1, or I don't need this volume ribbon here, and don't need the PSAR. I'll just do fine without it. And no, like I say, this is the strategy. Do not change anything. Keep your mind set to what we recommend. At the moment, we are on 4% for the month, but that's 4% positive. I usually go for 12%. But I found March to be a consolidatory. The times I trade, I've seen this sideways movement a lot more than usual in March. Now, you can think logically, why is that? Well, April is the majority of businesses start their financial year starts in April. So therefore, if any businesses have a budget, it's logical to assume that their budgets are running out in March. So therefore, they're like a lot less likely to spend more money when they know they're coming to the end of their financial year, which is this month. So if they're not spending so much money, they're not trading so much, obviously. So there won't be so much volume. So when there's not so much volume, you will see a sideways movement. No volume in the market. So it's logical to assume, I'm not saying it is that is the case, but that could be a reason. And to me, logically, that sounds, and I've been seeing that all March, that I found it to be difficult to trade because of the sideways movement. We don't want to get caught in this, but it is what it is, and you don't know until you've gone through it. But at the end of the day, I'm still at +4, not a negative. So, you know, some may say, well, it's only 4%, but you know, you can roll over to next month, and then you'll get your 12% even quicker. Or you can take the 4% at the end of this month and still come out with a nice little bit of money. So we've definitely dipped in volume a lot here. Got indecision. No, hardly any volume in these candles. So they're definitely deciding what they want to do. Whether they want to carry on this deeper sell, possibly go into here, or do they want to change tack and indeed go for a bit more of a buy, going up to here at least. But we're ready to act on whatever the Academy55 indicators tell us. like I say, I can only act on a buy alert because we've already had the sell alert. This is how it works. You get a sell, you get a sell, you get a buy, you get a sell. So after a buy, and then I'm going to act on that if it happens. Oh, we've got a few more joined us today. Welcome, especially if you're here for the first time. Hope you find this educational. All these trades are for educational purposes only. Make sure you watch all the videos in the back office. And also, I would say, try and watch them twice at least at different times, because you might have questions at the end of watching a video, and then go away and think about it, and then you watch that video again, you might actually find the question you had in your mind anyway. Right, so a little bit of volume coming in for a bit of a buy now. Parallel SAR nicely underneath the price. The volume ribbon is horizontaling out. Perhaps you will have a bit of a buy, who knows? And the wave is getting a little bit more horizontal. So I'm going to introduce the MT4 into the equation. And I'm going to put my line tool on and go down. See, this is where the stop loss should be if we get a buy. But I notice we are underneath the purple line. Gone into a sort of sideways again. All this is sideways action. Nothing really to write home about at the moment. So we'll go back to TradingView. Thought we might be seeing a little bit of a more of a push, but it's going back to more of the same. When you are trading, it's nice to go into a nice relaxed sort of situation in your own mindset. And if you understand why price might be doing what it's doing, that makes you more relaxed, but not too relaxed, because you've got to focus, because we are on the minute time frame. When things happen, if anybody's been here before, you know things can change in a heartbeat, really. So you've got to be prepared. It's a funny old mix between being relaxed and being alert. It's you've got to bear in mind when things do happen, you have to have the ability to react quickly. What's the old expression? If you snooze, you lose. But at the same time, when you're in this sort of area here, just understand what's happening. We're in consolidation, nothing really happening at the moment. Things are, the volume for the sell is running out, because you can tell by the way that the lines are shaping up. And indeed, we've got the volume ribbon starting to turn green now. Just here, look. So, but we haven't got enough volume to determine much at the moment. And indeed, it might just have enough volume to hug this purple line even more until they make a decision one way or the other. But I hope I can build on my 4%, get a trade in, but hey, I say if I hope, but if it doesn't happen, I'm not going to be cut off about it. So I know in the longer term, we're going to have really, really good months where I get my 12% very, not even, very, quite quickly in the month. No, all this is consolidation. I'll just drag that along there. Put that down there. Drag that down to there. Right, so if I was waiting for a buy now, you'd have to break out of there. That's where the purple line is anyway, so I'd be doing that automatically anyway. But if you are a trader and you haven't got this our Academy 55 indicator, you would see all this consolidation and you wouldn't be reacting on a deeper sell until it perhaps broke this area here. So we are waiting, and as traders, we are paid to wait. And of course, if my logical theory is right, that if people who are coming to the end of their financial year and the budget for the year is running out, so therefore they're not going to be investing because of that, the later on in March you go, the more it is understandable that even more and more budgets will be not acted on because of the end of their financial year. So the later you get on into March, you could be seeing this more, you know. It's like where we live, the council's budget ends now, and sometimes they have a bit of extra money, so get all the roadworks in the world coming out now because they got a bit of extra coffers before they get reallocated for April. Seems like the roadworks everywhere. Maybe it's like that in your location as well. Because they had a bit of it. They've got to spend their budget until, because if they don't spend it, they lose it. So now we've got a wave change there. So I'm going to go back to 24. And now we're waiting for price to break there, the purple line, which is tentatively trying to do now. We got a wave to the green. Trend line's green. All right, okay, so the stop loss goes on the green where the wave started to turn green. And now we're waiting for a buy alert. And we could be in for a buy. See how quickly it changes. But my 1% changes because you've got to make sure that you're more than 2 pips away. So you bring it down to over 20 over there, and you get your 1% back. So I'll just pull it away a little bit, and then when the price gets above there, then that's definitely the area where I want to put my stop loss. Of course, we can't do nothing until I get that all-important buy alert. If it was to happen. Put it back again. Now we're on our buy bias again. Ah, right. Buy painted and unpainted. Did you see that? That means it's in the vicinity. So we got a buy alert. I'm gonna I'll go with that. Right, okay. So I'm gonna buy green trend, green volume ribbon, parallel SAR underneath the price, green wave, stop loss where the wave turned color from red to green. That's where the stop loss is. We're now above the EMA line, which is good. So that is the situation. And there is my take profit area. So let's see if I can mark this up on the trading view. Position, right about there. Stop loss would be there. 2 to 1 would be right. Okay, just over that point of interest. Which there you see there is imbalance there, so that's quite good. So price could be coming up to fill that imbalance. Hopefully for our case, it will do it all in one sort of movement. But you know, say too much about anything, price will do what it's going to do. Doesn't care that I want to get back to bed so I can get rid of this chesty cough. Don't care about that. But here we are, we're in a trade. A bit closer. So hopefully we'll get enough volume to go up, but anybody been on an amount of time, sometimes we go on a bit of a journey We might even come down here again to retest this purple line before continuing up. It is what it is. This is why we like to use TradingView, because this is MT4 is very clunky. Can't get it to. I'd like a bit of a bigger picture for you guys to see, but no, that's okay. So nice to see so many people on who are watching this live. As an Academy55 premium member, you get to watch this live, and the recording will be up within the next couple of hours. And all those watching the recording, welcome. It's Tuesday the 26th of March, and it's now 8:31 in the morning. So you're watching Academy55 live trade. It makes sense for price if it is going on a lot longer buy. It would make sense for price to come down here and fill out these fair value gaps down here. Maybe that's what it's doing. We don't know for certain, but don't be surprised if that does happen, which we've seen so many times before. And indeed, they could possibly change their mind. We've seen that happen before, but we follow the rules. And we know by following the rules, we win over 60% of the time. And by winning over 60% of the time, basically, if you have 10 trades and 6 of them are losers, you still come out winning. %, yeah. So you got 6% loss. 4 winners gives you 8% gain against the 6% loss. So that's a win of 2%, which is not too shabby. But you've got to accept loss if it happens. And look at the overall bigger picture. That's why we have a journal in the back office. Back testing as well is great because it gives you a lot more confidence in this strategy. The journal is great because it gives you a lot more confidence in this strategy, looking at the bigger picture. All these trades are well documented, i.e. by videos and such like. So nobody's pulling the wool over anybody's eyes. There's no smoke and mirrors. And this is what we like. So that's good because that went down to tap that imbalance in there. So hopefully we'll have a bit more of a volume to go to our take profit. We're nearly there now. Go on, a bit more of a volume push, please. Just so I can get back to bed. But like I said before, price doesn't care about that. It's going to do what it has to do. So that's fine. And a bit more of a volume, please. Yes, there we go. So another Academy55 successful trade. we are done. So thanks very much, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you, I think it's tomorrow evening, the next one at 7 o'clock. 6:55, we'll be doing the US 100. I like doing the US 100, so I'll see you tomorrow evening. Hopefully, I'll be sounding a lot less croaky. So thanks very much for being here today, and speak to you soon. Cheers for now. Bye.